Next on Worcester News Tonight, a firefighters union continuing its efforts to support the daughter of fallen Worcester firefighter Christopher Roy. Plus, people will be ice skating at the Worcester Ice Center for the next 24 hours, and it's all for a good cause. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Worcester firefighters Local 1009 continue their fundraising efforts for the daughter of fallen firefighter Christopher Roy. Friday, the union put on a comedy show to raise money for Ava, featuring some local talent looking to give back. Our Cam Jandro was at tonight's show and has more.
4 months ago, Worcester Fire tragically lost firefighter Christopher Roy. Friday, for one night only, a comedy show paid tribute to their fallen brother.
Everyone, Worcester's a small town at heart, and they just want to do anything they can.
Comedian James Dorsey is a Worcester native. The tragedy of Roy's death hit home for him.
At least we can just make things a little bit easier, and in the light of that, we can bring a bunch of people together, for a great cause, have some fun, and then, earn some money at the same time.
Hundreds of people filled the Hanover Theater for the show. Fire Chief Michael Lavoie says the continuing support for firefighter Roy is heartwarming.
We'll never forget what happened, but just to think about something else for a little while, a couple hours, won't hurt.
Firefighters Local 1009 created the Ava Roy Fund to ensure Roy's daughter would be financially sound. In a time of sadness, the show's comedians hope to bring a smile to the city's firefighting community.
It's very powerful that people can come in there and appreciate it and, forget about life for a little while.
And if I do my job right, people leave and go, they're in a great mood and the world's a better place, man.
Sometimes you can't put words on a tragedy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like people just go like, oh, what do you say? And this takes all that out of it. We're all here for the same reason, but you can just sit there and laugh.
Now at tonight's show, there was even a video message from Worcester's own Dennis Leary showing his support for tonight's event. One of the comedians told me that they sold more than 1,000 tickets tonight at the Hanover Theater, and all of those proceeds will be going to the Ava Roy Fund. Anna.
Thanks, Cam. Before construction of Polar Park can begin, the Worcester Redevelopment Authority must acquire 7 properties. The process has begun, and land acquired includes parcels on Washington and Madison Street. Chamber of Commerce President Tim Murray says it's important to keep businesses which have to relocate local.
Generally speaking, these things can work well. It's disruptive, but can work well in terms of the final outcome. And it's important that we try to keep as many of those businesses in the city.
Murray says the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce, the WBDC, and others will work closely with the city to help find available space for relocated businesses. For the next 24 hours, the Worcester Ice Center will be occupied, and it's all for a good cause. Dave McGrath was only 18 years old when he found out he had a brain tumor. He was able to beat the diagnosis, but wanted to give back to help others. For the next 24 hours, people will be able to use ice to play hockey, watch a curling demonstration, or just take a few laps. McGrath says Skating for a Hope came to him after he participated in a 24-hour run-a-thon fundraiser. He says it's a unique way to give back, and it's been a tremendous response from the community.
Everyone in Worcester, and it means so much to me. Support from the local colleges, the Worcester Sharks and Worcester Railers, the ice rinks. Everyone's been a great support. It means a lot.
There'll be a special guest appearance from Paul D'Amato, who starred in the movie Slapshot. The event will end tomorrow at 6 p.m. A Worcester nonprofit is hosting its 30th annual Earth Day cleanup in the city. The Regional Environmental Council will coordinate 97 different cleanup sites around Worcester. 1,200 volunteers will be provided bags, gloves, and other equipment. Executive Director Steve Fisher says it gives people the opportunity to get involved with their neighbors.
Our volunteers are going to be cleaning up every section of the city. Really, we're touching everywhere. There isn't a neighborhood where there won't be folks out tomorrow working together and cleaning up trash.
I think it's a great opportunity for people to come together around the issue of environmentalism, about taking care of our neighborhoods and our city together.
The cleanup will take place Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Fisher says they expect to pick up more than 70 tons of trash. The city cuts the ribbon on a new Shrewsbury Street bar Friday. Medusa Saloon opened their doors to the public for the first time. The bar combines the themes of the Wild West as well as fierce, powerful, mythological women. The saloon is also a woman and minority-owned business. The bar's two co-owners say they're proud to be women business owners in the city.
So the power and the self-determination of Medusa, the spirit, the courage, the bravery, the willingness to make your own path of the Wild West that comes into play with the saloon.
I really do feel excited about that opportunity to just kind of forge our own way and learn from other women and other business owners who have done this before.
The saloon will offer signature cocktails, appetizers, as well as live entertainment. A new shop is opening inside the Midtown Mall, and the owner says it's unlike anything the shopping center has seen before. This, as the Worcester Redevelopment Authority says the property is underdeveloped and underutilized. Our Olivia Lemon has the story.
It's unlike anything else in the Midtown Mall.
The idea is to help more people become successful.
A new business called Successful is set to open this weekend. Owner Michael Agbertoko says it's a place where people can personalize items or showcase their artwork.
No matter where you are in the world, if you make a cool product, and I believe in it, we believe in the vision, we will help you source it.
The entrepreneur moved from Ghana to Central Massachusetts in 2000 and graduated Assumption College in 2014.
I see where the city is going. I know the potential. I've been to 46 states now that I'm always thinking, why not Worcester?
He says he knew Midtown Mall was the perfect fit for his business because owner Dean Marcus provides inexpensive rent in downtown Worcester.
I chose this place despite all the chaos, but this is the type of stuff that Worcester needs.
Marcus has until next week to provide a detailed written statement about the future of his property. The Worcester Redevelopment Authority says it's underdeveloped and underutilized.
We've been here now for almost 40 years. And I think over the years, it's helped a lot of people.
Agbertoko says he sees a lot of potential in the malls and Marcus's future.
I believe this place can be a place like Faneuil Hall where different people come and have fun, and
I will be here for the future.
Successful's grand opening is tomorrow from 11 to 5. Meantime, Marcus has about 1 week to provide development plans about his property to the city. In Worcester, Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
Uxbridge Town Manager Angeline Ellison has agreed to leave her role after criticism from selectmen. Ellison has been town manager for a year, but will leave the position May 3rd. According to selectmen, she will continue to perform certain duties and will still be paid through June of 2020. In a statement, the town's 5 selectmen say the goal is to ensure that the town's interest in pending matters is fully protected and that there's a smooth transition in the office. A city employee is recognized nationally. The Worcester DPW's Water Sewer Director, Phil Guerin, has been named Manager of the Year by the American Public Works Association. DPW Commissioner Paul Moosey says he's happy to see Guerin recognized. He says it shows the quality of people working for the city and in public works.
He's really dedicated to the environment. He's an environmental engineer by training, and we spent his whole career, working on environmental initiatives, and it shows.
This isn't the first time Guerin's received an award. He was also given one by former President Barack Obama. Since its legalization in 2017, area hospitals are seeing an increase in children admitted to their emergency rooms after ingesting marijuana. At UMass Memorial Medical Center, a doctor says edible products are a big concern. Our Chandler Walsh has more.
In 2017, UMass Memorial Medical Center reported about 50 marijuana-related hospital visits. The number jumped to around 140 in 2018.
Cannabis toxicity was fairly rare, if at all, before the legalization.
And Dr. Mark Nevin says they're seeing more children getting ill, specifically from edible products.
For the younger children who get into edibles at high concentrations, there have been cases where they're so sedated that they need to be monitored in a critical care setting.
Cannabis Control Commission regulations require warning labels on these products. State Senator Michael Moore says the increase is a concern and wonders if children are being exposed to regulated products or ones from the black market market, which can mimic candy and snacks.
We got to try to get a grasp on what's going on with the black market, because this is only going to continue.
Moore filed legislation this month to crack down on illegal sales. When it comes to the regulated industry, he says the state is still learning.
There's more opportunity for us to go to the CCC and ask for more public hearings and say, look, these are issues that we identified.
Nevin says UMass Memorial typically treats with IV fluids. He says symptoms include anxiety, high heart rate, and palpitations.
With the younger kids, when we see massive overdoses of cannabis, the symptoms are more sedation, so sleepiness.
He advises parents keep products up, away, and out of sight.
If a child sees it, they're probably going to get into it.
Nevin says another issue is people ingesting too much. He says one edible often contains several servings of marijuana, and it's common for people to think they're not being affected and take too much. UMass also has an overdose prevention fund and say they answer any questions the public may have. In Worcester, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
The Worcester Islamic Center will be participating in the Massachusetts Open Mosque Day this Sunday. The event offers people of all religions to come together and learn more about each other and Islam. This is the third year the Worcester Islamic Center has participated in the statewide event. Visitors can expect presentations, food, a tour of the facility, a panel discussion, and a prayer. President Mohammed Ramzan says with recent hate affecting all religions, it's important to come together and learn more about each faith.
Is attacked, our mosque is attacked, our church is attacked, which results in the loss of innocent lives. If we learn to live with each other and remove those fears and the misunderstanding, this can go a long way to really promote the message of peace and tolerance.
Regardless of their faith, we all need to come together to manifest love and harmony and peaceful coexistence, even though theologically we might have some differences academically. But at the same time, we know how to have a respectful way of difference of opinion, and that's what we need in today's society.
The Islamic Society of Greater Worcester on Laurel Street will also be hosting an Open Mosque Day celebration. The event is from 2 to 5 p.m.